Good morning and welcome to Daily Prayer. On Mondays, we talk about forgiveness. And so today, the aspect that we are looking at is forgetting. And I was thinking that in Jesus' statement on the cross, when he asks the Father to forgive them for they know not what they do, implicit in these words is also they've forgotten who they are. Because if they had remembered who they were, then they would not have been able to take the action. So today's contemplation comes from John O'Donohue from his book, To Bless the Space Between Us. And the selection that I've chosen is called To Learn from Animal Being. Because as you will hear in his words, animals don't forget who they are and are not distracted by what they just do. So let's listen to John O'Donohue, the beautiful Irish teacher and poet, has to say. Nearer to the earth's heart, deeper within its silence, animals know this world in a way we never will. We who are ever distanced and distracted by the parade of bright windows, thought opens. Their seamless presence is not fractured thus. Stranded between time gone and time emerging, we manage seldom to be where we are, whereas they are always looking out from the here and now. May we learn to return and rest in the beauty of animal being. Learn to lean low, leaving our locked minds, and with freed senses, feel the earth breathing with us. May we enter into lightness of spirit and slip frequently into the feel of the wild. Let the clear silence of our animal being cleanse our hearts of corrosive words. May we learn to walk upon the earth with all their confidence and clear-eyed stillness, so that our minds might be baptized in the name of the wind and the light and the rain. So let's just take a moment and let those words settle in wherever they settle for you. And I'm going to read the last part of this again. May we learn to walk upon the earth with all their confidence and clear-eyed stillness, so that our minds might be baptized in the name of the wind and the light and the rain. So as we begin our prayer today, again, we look at this aspect of forgiveness that's called forgetting. And as I said in the beginning, the words that Jesus said on the cross, when he asked his Father to forgive them for they know not what they do, implicit in those words are they have forgotten who they are. Because when we remember who we are, We do not act against each other or ourselves. And so now, as we take this moment to go deeply inside, to remember that all around us, in us and through us, is the loving presence that I call God, that is called by many names: Spirit, Father, Mother, God, Infinite One, living oneness. But it is this that we all come from, this divine intelligence, this creator of which all his creation is a part. This one that is the divine intelligence that makes the sun to rise and set each day, that orchestrates the tides, the ebb and their flow, that orchestrates the seasons. So there are times of birth and harvest and fallow times. And I know that I am one with all of that. That in the microcosm that is me, all of these things exist. My body has its own seasons. My life has the rising of the sun and the setting. Like all of those things exist in the systems of my own being. And I know that this is true for each one who is listening to this prayer, and everyone, everywhere, without exception. And so what I'm knowing today is that when we remember who we are, we know that we are connected, that we are connected to all the vastness of the goodness of God. And we know that that vast goodness is readily available to us in every moment of every day. And so when we connect into this knowing, then we are in a state of remembrance of the divine expressions that we are. And we acknowledge and accept and celebrate the divine expression of everyone and everything in this life. And so as I speak my word today on behalf of all of us, this is what I am declaring, that we stay in this state of remembrance. And in those moments that we forget, they are very tiny and short, and we come back into that remembrance. Because we take time every day, throughout our day, to tap back into the stillness that allows us to recognize who we are and whose we are. And so I'm just knowing that when we go through our days in the state of remembrance, then we can be in tune and aligned with the greatness of God and the greatness of life. And then we can do everything in our power, which is vast, to make this place a place that works for everyone. Because that is what we truly agree to do when we come to this earth plane, is to be in harmony, to be in peace with each other. And so I'm just knowing that, as the great ones say, is that we do remember and we do forget, but we come back. And so that is what I'm declaring today, that that cycle of remembrance and forgetfulness is a short cycle. And that the way to remembrance is a short short distance. And so I am just grateful. I am grateful today to be able to speak my word. Speak my word in a state of remembrance, in a state of knowing that regardless of appearances, that there is a high and prevailing good, a prevailing love that is unceasing, and that I choose to be one with that today. I choose to see myself as who I truly am, and choose to see everyone else as they truly are. And as I release these words into the beautiful activity, the powerful activity of love and law, I am confident that these words go forth to unfold and manifest in perfect time and perfect order. I truly do know that God is in the midst of all things, and that we are in the midst of God. And so as I release my word, I do so with great love and with great joy, and say, and so it is. Have a beautiful day, everyone.